Exactly 1 month ago, I was currently residing in Japan, and while most of my time there didn't have anything to do with cars, there was one day where it was all about cars. One day on which I could turn two of my automotive dreams into a reality. This is that day.
Well, not entirely sure how to start this, but seems like I'm in Japan. It's April, I'm in the Fukushima prefecture right now, and I'm very sure that some of you might know what that means. We are in the area of Ebisu, we are about 10 kilometers from the circuit, and it's the Drift Matsuri. It seems like it rained a little bit. We went there already yesterday. Yesterday was Friday, today is Saturday. Yeah, it's gonna be epic. This is my first time in Japan, first time going to Ebisu. It's a new experience. Yesterday was absolutely crazy seeing what happens there, and I think today is going to be even better. And then tonight we are driving back to Tokyo with this amazing machine, and we're visiting Daikoku PA. So I'm in for a treat. I'm in for experiencing what Japanese car culture is all about. So yeah, let's go and take a look.
Loving you, life could be a dream, sweetheart.
And today by Mike, Kevin.
Hi.
Not only today, but during the entire trip. So we're experiencing everything together. As you can basically expect in Japan, convenience stores literally keep you alive. Breakfast is served. We've got some croquette and egg, some bacon and ham sandwiches or whatever, some French toasts, and some juice.
I think we're good in it.
Oh shit.
Oh wait.
They know what they're saying. Three visitors.
Passenger?
Well, I just drove with a Japanese gentleman around the Nishi short course. This really gets the adrenaline pumping. I can see why these guys come here all the time. It's pretty crazy. It's easily one of the best experiences I've ever had in my life. Yep. As I was saying, it's an absolutely undescribable experience to walk around here and actually sit in one of these cars. We bought passenger wristbands, which is a bit more expensive than just visitor wristbands, but altogether it's still very cheap compared to Western prices or the price that we have in Western Europe. But this is a truly unique experience. The weather is also really nice, and yeah, it couldn't have been better. Yeah, it's currently 20 before 2 p.m. So it's almost 2 p.m. and we still need to make our way all the way back to Tokyo to go to Daikoku, PA. So we are going to start packing up, and yeah, we're going to leave for Yokohama to go to Daikoku. It's about a 4-hour drive. We haven't eaten, we haven't had lunch yet, so we'll need to make a small lunch stop. And yeah, we expect to get at Daikoku by 6 p.m, 7 p.m. It feels sad leaving the Drift Matsuri behind, but at the same time, we gotta do what we gotta do. We need to go to Daikoku. We want to see that. This is the last day that we have the car, so if we want to do it, we'll have to do it right now. Doesn't sound very good. Sadly enough, I think that's it for tonight. At least at Daikoku, we're gonna try and find some other parking lots where these cars all might go. I don't think they're going home. I think they're gonna be spread out throughout Tokyo, so let's see what happens. And just like that, we have a day at Ebisu under our belts. We have our first Daikoku experience under our belts, which was interesting to say the least. It wasn't really what we hoped for, but yeah, it is what it is. It's kind of to be expected that sooner or later the Daikoku meeting is broken up by the police. We just hope that it wouldn't be so soon. Initially, we would have planned to arrive around 1 hour 30 minutes earlier, but we ran into some traffic jams along the way. There was an accident on the highway that we took, which caused like 1 hour delays for us, and that was obviously very, very unfortunate. If we would have arrived on our planned arrival time, we would have had more than an hour to spare at the Daikoku meeting, and we would have seen a lot more. Seeing it shut down though is pretty iconic as well. We got to watch all of the cars leave, so we still saw all of the cars, just not in ideal conditions. In the end, we just stayed until all the cars left. We thought that we could just stay at the parking lot. There was a Lawson there, a convenience store. We wanted to grab some food, but the police came up to us and said like, "Hey guys, are you waiting for someone, or what are you doing?" We were just like, "Well, we just want to get some food," and they were like, "Nope, parking area is closed, you need to leave." So yeah, we just left. We tried to hit up Tatsumi, PA, but that was closed off as well. It seems that if the police shuts down Daikoku, it seems that they know that maybe some people or a lot of people are going to go to Tatsumi next, and then they shut down that how do I say this? preemptively as well. Or yeah, anyway, Tatsumi was closed as well, so yeah, there was nothing really left for us to do. We could have maybe researched some other parking areas that might have been interesting to go to, but at that point we have been up and about since 6 a.m. It's now 1 a.m. so we just decided to go and look for our place to sleep for tonight, because we still didn't go there, we didn't check in, we still needed to find parking for our car that we rented till tomorrow morning. So yeah, it was getting kind of late. We didn't really know what to do or which parking areas to go to. Tolls are kind of expensive here, so definitely not ideal to be driving around Tokyo, even though it is pretty iconic and pretty cool. I mean, we have nothing like this here in Belgium. I can imagine that if you have a Supra, GTR, any cool car in the area, and you just go and drive on some Tokyo highways with your friends, that it must be one of the most epic car experiences that you can have. And yeah, it's something that in Europe is just non-existent. I mean, we have a few big cities, but nothing like this here, like absolutely nothing compares to this, what we have in Europe. So yeah, pretty cool experience to be driving around here. Sadly though, not that much Daikoku, no Tatsumi, because Tatsumi, you can research it online, it's pretty famous as well. And when the cars are parked on the parking area, you have extremely beautiful Tokyo backdrops, so it is pretty cool. Would have been nice to go there and actually watch the cars that went away from Daikoku. But anyway, I digress. I'm gonna go to bed and I'll see you in the next one. Also, just to finish off, Ebisu, I know I've said it already, but Ebisu was absolutely crazy. It's been a dream of mine to come here for several years, and to actually be here is pretty damn crazy. Thank you so very much to the Japanese gentleman that took me for a ride. One of the best experiences of my life. Yeah, I'm speechless. I'm still kind of trying to get this experience through my head. It's gonna be a while before that passenger seat ride in those drift cars is completely gone out of my bones, but that's okay. Hopefully I can experience it again at some point in the future. So yeah, see you next time. I'm pretty tired, as you can probably tell. Goodbye.